I want to show you common problems on the Ford F150s and 250s. This guy says all of a sudden I'm driving down the road and my back passenger window won't roll up when I get to my destination. He's a construction worker and get to looking in his truck. This is a common problem with these. Come on, focus now. You see all the pinch. You see, it went through, but it didn't go through. It didn't break any wires or anything like that. It just went through the insulation and it was grounding out on the metal. So I'm in here pulling on these, trying to see if they'll break. I can't get any of them to break. It didn't actually puncture any of the strands inside. So what I'm gonna do now is go back up here. Yeah, see, that's the one that's cut through the most, and it's tight. It hasn't, none of the strands are separated. This one never actually made it through, and this one here, this one's kind of, it's not broken through either. It's just barely, it was grounding out right here on this piece of metal. So basically what you do is, none of them are broken. Take some liquid electrical tape and just take a little bit of electrical cleaner and blow off your spots real good, and then take some liquid electrical tape and go over them if the insulation is the only thing that's broken, and then just re-secure it, and the guy will be fine for a while. Even if you go through and put a new connector on, the same damn thing's gonna happen again. What I typically try to do where it snaps in is I'll clean off the area where it snaps right here in the corners, and I'll try to just real lightly pull on that plastic tab to get it to sit out a little bit more. And typically it don't come back for years, you know. But even when you put a new connector in, it's going to do the same thing. So there's no point in actually splicing into the guy's wires and stuff and cutting everything up, because Ford hasn't really updated anything to be any stronger than what it is here. Now you can actually, I was up here checking my connections just to make sure this switch here wouldn't work. There you go. That's the fix for it. Now you can replace the connector if you want, but I can tell you right now it ain't going to do nothing, because you'll be right back. You know, a couple years later, it'll be right back for the same thing. They haven't updated any of that. You just repair it the best you can. You get it cleaned up, get it back on the road. Best way to do it. I got it all cleaned up, electrical taped up. And try to make sure that when you put this wiring harness in here, you pull it off to the side this way, and you don't let it bind up where it's folded in like back over here. That's what causes some of the problems too. Is try to keep this off to the side here once in a while. Open your door up and just check and make sure that it's there. Yeah, see, you want it to close like that. When I found it, the way it was closing with this bound up all the way on the other side, and puts a lot of stress on that connector. Pull it off to the side here like so. Everything's fine. Liquid electrical tape is good. Good to go, baby. Put it back on the road.